significant developments coming out of the Middle East.
I just shouldn't watch it. That's part of my 2025. I just shouldn't watch it. Okay, what is this?
Great. Wow. Oh, what a day. What a day already, huh? Wow. Man, this is this is funny. It's so funny to me. And anyway, so Roach drama. Yeah. Well, hey, you know, that's just how it is. And so anyway, let's see. Heard about Gamers Nexus lawsuit? Yeah, I heard about that too. We're gonna talk about it. And check the post. Elon got noted. I mean, I'll look at a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm gonna be real. It's just funny. It's really funny that this happened. But yeah, time to go. Yeah, guys, we're gonna go to Blue Sky now, right? And yeah. Anyway, Tim Pool has a video on this. Does he really? You guys hear?
One thing that people don't see that's so frustrating is people don't see what another response could look like, and they evaluate everything on its own. So like, if I were to criticize AsmonGold for his response here, the response from AsmonGold and an AsmonGold fan would be, okay, yeah, I mean, like, he lost his blue check mark, he got back. It's not that big of a deal. Like, are you expecting AsmonGold to flip the fuck out? Like, come on, that would be kind of silly, right? And I agree that it would be silly for him to flip out on this, maybe. But the issue is that if this was still Twitter controlled by Jack Dorsey, and Jack was lying about being a professional Diablo Path of Exile ladder hero, and AsmonGold criticized him for it, and then he got unchecked, I think AsmonGold would have like 7 videos on this on his channel. It would be like, the mainstream media is after me, the wokies are trying to censor me, I can't believe they deprived me of my blue check mark. Like, then it would be insanely unhinged. And then when you say, isn't this kind of unhinged? They go, no, you don't understand. It's not just this that we're mad about. It's a whole woke agenda. It's the fact that they control the levers of all the media companies. And this is just one more thing in a long line of oppressive behavior that the woke is. But because it's like Elon, it's kind of like funny and it's based and it's hilarious. Like I legitimately feel like Donald Trump or Elon Musk could show up and like fuck these guys, like literally. And they'd be like, yeah, like it hurt a little bit and it was kind of awkward afterwards. But like, I mean, it's kind of based, like a president actually coming to my house and then coming in me, like, I mean, like, Jesus, that's like, it's kind of insane. And like, yeah, I don't support him for that. And I think it was like kind of bad. I think it's definitely bad. Like, I'm not biased or anything. Like, they shouldn't have done that for sure. Yeah, but I mean, like, Blue Sky, right? I mean, like, yeah, geez, hopefully next time I'm like at least ready for it, you know? And then they like move on and it's like, what the fuck? Like, if this was anything else, it would be so much more insane. Like, that's the issue.
Elon, he hit me up. He was like, what's up? And, you know, we talked for a bit and everything was really good. You know, as I said before, I've liked Elon for a long time. And so, you know, I was having a conversation with him and he was talking about like what I would want to do to like maybe upload content onto X, right? Onto Twitter. And so I told him like, basically, this would be something I'd be down to do, but I wanted to check with my editors. I think that there was a communication breakdown here because
this is the most fucking PR speak. Like, this is literally a meme expression. It's a meme expression. Like,
you're on good. Wish you'd stop being so good to me, Captain. Don't you ever talk that way to me. Never! Never!
he didn't say what you think he said.
What we've got here is failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach.
Like, he's literally giving the meme answer here.
This would be something I'd be down to do, but I wanted to check with my editors. And, you know, we talked for a bit and everything was really good. You know, as I said before, I've liked Elon for a long time. And so, you know, I was having a conversation with him and he was talking about like what I would want to do to like maybe upload content onto X, right? Onto Twitter. And so I told him like, basically, this would be something I'd be down to do, but I wanted to check with my editors. I think that there was a communication breakdown here because I think that Elon thought that what I meant by editors is like the New York Times editors or like whatever. So yes.
Like, I'm sorry. Let's say that we assume that all of that is true. The largest owner of one of the largest social media platforms in the world would make an assumption like that? Like, do you understand how unbelievably and unfathomably fucking stupid that is? Is Elon, I watched that one video. I'm trying hard, okay? I'm trying real hard, boss, to not think that Elon Musk is also a 75 IQ or that he's like legitimately. People made fun of Don Lemon for asking this. I think this was, I think I said it at the time. I think this is a legitimate question, and I think we do deserve some transparency here.
Listen, I'm not asking you anything that anyone else hasn't asked you about your controversial stuff that you tweet. You post a lot of controversial stuff. Is that considered blowing off steam?
Well, I guess I do enjoy using the platform. I mean, I do call the X platform the PvP, or player versus player.
A communication error / breakdown is a legitimate expression. What the fuck was the point of that clip? The point of that clip was when the guy was saying, what we have here is a failure to communicate is a meme. He doesn't mean that. What he means is that the Luke Prisoner guy is obstinate as fuck and won't take his orders directly. And instead of saying like, this motherfucker just won't listen to me, he won't bend the knee when I'm asking him to, this is a euphemistic way of like, oh, well, you know, I'm just failing to communicate, you know, a little tongue in cheeky. But like the problem is he's not listening. He's not taking orders. Right. So for Asmon to come out here, it's like, well, I think we just have like a failure in communication is an equivocation on what's happening. There's not a failure to communicate. Everything's being communicated loud and clear. Elon wants AsmonGold to get down on his knees and take it. And that's what's going on here. And the fact that AsmonGold is like so willing to play along is just unbelievable. But sorry, back to this. So like, what is going on with Elon? This is a legitimate line of questioning.
PvP, or player versus player platform. So in video games, there's player versus like environment, where you're not playing against other people. And then there's PvP, which is like hardcore. You're actually playing against other people. And,
but that's blowing off steam for you.
Yeah, it is to some degree, not always. I mean, obviously I use it for to post jokes, to post you know, sometimes trivia, sometimes things that are of great importance.
So you do a lot of it at night, like late at night. So when you're doing this, are you sober when you do it?
Almost always.
Are you under the influence of anything?
No, I don't drink. I don't really. No.
But you've admitted that you have a ketamine prescription.
Yeah.
What's that for?
Well, I mean, it's pretty private to ask somebody about a medical prescription, you know. But I think it's something I'd say like there are times when I have sort of
I actually don't know this. Are you prescribed ketamine for anything? Is that actually, what do you get prescribed ketamine for? It's used as a treatment for depression and in pain management. Huh.
I don't know, like a negative chemical state in my brain. I like depression, I guess, you know, or like depression that's not linked to any negative views, and then you know, or like depression that's not linked to any negative views, and then ketamine is helpful for getting one out of a negative frame of mind.
Do you feel like you ever abuse it?
I don't think so. If you use too much ketamine, you
I don't think so. What does that mean?
can't really get work done. So I have a lot of work. So I'm typically putting in like, you know, or like depression that's not linked to any negative views, and then ketamine is helpful for getting one out of a negative frame of mind.
Do you feel like you ever abuse it?
I don't think so. If you use too much ketamine, you can't really get work done. So I have a lot of work. So I'm typically putting in like, you know, 16-hour days. That's normal for me, and it's rare for me to even take off a weekend day. So I don't really have like, you know, a situation where I can be not mentally acute for an extended period of time. Like I can't really get wasted because I can't get my work done.
Do you ever?
Like, I don't even know. That's the most substance abuser answer. Yeah, I'm trying to be charitable, and there really should be. There should be no charitability for Elon. He's like used it all. Like if somebody asks me, like, do you abuse your, do I abuse my vitamins? Like the response would be like, no, I have a prescription for this daily dose. This is all I take. It's a daily dose. I have a prescription for 60 milligrams a day in the morning at 12 o'clock. I take my pill. That's it. If you think that's abusing a drug, then fine, I abuse a drug, but that's it. That's a really easy. But if somebody were to say like, oh, like do you abuse your vitamins? I'm like, well, I mean, no, I'm sober. I mean, I work 16-hour days like all the time. Like I wouldn't be able to be in a state where I'm not like mentally sharp as fuck. Like I have to be sharp to do my job. Like that kind of sounds like an abuser answer, but I don't know. That's just me. That sounds like a weird answer to me, but.
Worry that this may get in the way of your government contracts and clearances, and also and Wall Street as well.
Well, like I don't know why you would ever say I don't think so when somebody asks if you're abusing a drug. That's such a weird That's such a weird response. I don't think so.
that this may get in the way of your government contracts and clearances, and also and Wall Street as well?
Well, from a standpoint of Wall Street, what matters is execution. Are you building value for investors? Tesla is worth about as much as the rest of the car industry combined, from nothing. So that's pretty good.
You talk about your ketamine use and depression. You also have said, and
the reason I should say, the reason I mentioned the ketamine prescription on the X platform was because I thought maybe this is something that could help other people. That's why I mentioned it.
I guess the thing that is annoying is that now that Elon is going to be like the president junior or the president senior, I think that the public probably does have a bit of an interest in this. Well, even without being that, like controlling the largest social media platform and being so actively involved in it. Remember, this is like unprecedented, right? Jack Dorsey was not tweeting as much as Elon is, like the face of Twitter or X. Zuckerberg, he only posts like PR happy messages on fucking Facebook. He's not like that actively involved. Elon Musk is like in the throes. He is like so actively involved in the social media platform. I think there is an interest in knowing, like, does he have like a drug problem? Like,
I think that there was a communication breakdown here, because I think that Elon thought that what I meant by editors is like the New York Times editors or like whatever. So yes, basically Cat Danny caused this to happen is what I'm trying to say. A daily dose of AsmonGolds. That's right. And so so basically so then that happens, and we basically
Destiny, could the prescription say take X amount when? I could see I don't think so being an answer if it isn't scheduled. Well, if you're taking it for depression, then I would imagine that ketamine is a daily thing. But I don't think that ketamine is not like an SSRI or something. It doesn't like build up in the brain like you would need to take an SSRI over time, right? I have no idea I don't know. I can't answer. I don't know what the therapy looks like what the prescription is like a sample prescription for ketamine if you have depression. I have no idea. Wait, is ketamine actually prescribed for depression? I think it's a like a last line, or like if you've got treatment resistant. I don't think it's like a first line. I think it's like if you have resistant treatment depression, then they might try that, but
I didn't do, like, when I went to bed, I didn't have I had the check mark and I had the gaming thing. When I woke up, I had neither. Then I had the check mark. Then I had the check mark and the gaming.
Only a bit off topic, but Hank Green has a pretty strong and based opinion that we should call it Twitter, not X. Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow. I've got other shitting to do. The only reason I like to call it X is because I don't think Elon should get credit for Twitter, and I think that the shittiness and the horribleness that is X should be like separately known from Twitter. Like I'd rather call it X and give him credit for the dog shit that it's become.
Thing, and now I only have the check mark. So just so we are all clear on what happened. So go to bed, check mark, and gaming tag. Wake up, neither. Later, check mark, but no gaming tag. After that, check mark and gaming tag. Now, check mark, no gaming tag. This is what's happened. I didn't. So, and Elon can also treat this as my formal application to the Trump administration's video game czar position that they can create for me. I think that if anything, this shows my my lack of bias and my ruthless pursuit of the truth. And so that's okay. Anyway, and so...
How do you combat this tactic of making everything a meme whenever they have to answer to Trump and Elon doing something clearly abhorrent? You can't. Like I said, I can't believe I didn't have this ingenious comparison in my head before. That you... It's like a league game where you've got you're playing ranked league and your ally is feeding and inting. You can't do anything about it. If somebody on your team wants to int, then the worse you do, the more epic and hilarious it is. They'll be like, I don't know if you can type in all chat anymore. I think they got rid of that, right? But they'll be like typing in all chat before, like trying to feed on their own team, like helping the enemy, literally. Like, oh, they're about to gank bot lane. Like, watch out. Like, there's nothing you could do except hope the person gets banned. Yeah. You said this 6 or 7 months ago? Oh shit, did I? Oh, well, there you go. But that's what it feels like. It feels like you have just an inting teammate. It's just fucking annoying.
A consolidation. And so anyway,
did AsmonGold leak any more DMs, or was it just the ones that Elon leaked?
it's going to be good. When are you going to get in the ring with Elon? Well, I don't know about that. Yeah, that definitely not for me. And so anyway, so that's the relationship that I have with my editors. You know, we run multiple channels. The way that we do revenue is a little bit different for each one, but pretty much that's the way that we've been doing things. And we've been doing this for many years. Like I'm talking about like 5 years. And before then, they were just pretty much running the channels themselves. We had a consolidation maybe in like, I think it was 2019, 2020 for a number of reasons. And then now everything's pretty much all on one channel. And
Elon strong-arms AsmonGold, and AsmonGold excuses Elon. Is that what I'm saying here? Yep. More authoritarian behavior, although it's just a meme and a joke because it's just video games. But like, this is it, right? The same thing happened with Zuckerberg, arguably. Trump says in his book that he's going to lock him up in prison for life. He posts on Truth Social that people are going to go to federal prison for election interference like they've already engaged in, and then they suddenly bend the knee. And people get mad at these guys, which I am, and I think they do deserve some heat. But like at the end of the day, this is... yeah, this is like authoritarian shit. Des, you need to go harder on bench on right-wing Jews. They support Trump and spread hate against other races, women, and trans people. For him, it's okay to grift for money as long as his identity is being attacked. Sure, I agree.
And so, yeah, that's basically it. And that's the way the content is. And so anyway, each moment you talk about it removes your check mark. This isn't believing consequences to speech. I think that he will see my point of view in time. And I understand that he's probably annoyed by it, and he might feel a bit betrayed, but I feel like I'd be betraying him if I didn't talk about it.
Like, why would Elon feel betrayed? What, are you guys like fucking brothers? Like, like betrayal implies loyalty. Do you understand that? Like, if I posted something mean about somebody and I say, oh, I don't want to betray that person, like, it implies that I have like some loyal connection to... What the fuck?
Because if you want me to be honest and you want me to have a platform that is, you know, I think that in general, like for a number of things, Elon and I are very much aligned with like the viewpoints that we have. And people might not like that, but it is a fact. And so I can't use that and then...
I also don't know. God, there are so many like little tactics and stuff that's deployed. The false victimizing, like the hero stuff. I don't know if... Can you do this on the left? Like, I'm trying to think if this would ever work. Like, imagine I'm in a progressive space. I'm like, people might not like the fact that I think white people have done some bad things in American history. People might come at me. People might have an issue because I think trans people and gay people haven't been given a fair shake in this country. Like, it's like this, like, people might not like that me and Elon are aligned on. Like, who, bro? Who are you talking to? Nobody in your audience. What are you talking about?
People might not like that, but it is a fact.
Who?
And so...
People that already don't watch you and don't like you? Like...
I can't use that and then be basically, you know, making stuff up and defending it. I can't do that. Because then it destroys the credibility. Does that make sense? It's all about... Video is pretty mild. Yeah, I tried to do that. It's crazy to me. He accuses you to be... I think your video is pretty mild. Yeah, I tried to do that. It's crazy to me.
Wait, why'd you try to make the video mild? That you only made, by the way, after getting called out by everybody for not making a video on it. And then it was the most milquetoast 33-minute video ever, but...
Accuses you to be under some boot while you covered him negatively, basically on the most powerful people on Earth. Well, sure. Well, anyway, this is my life, okay? So... Initially, I'm an Elon Musk dick rider, and I'll defend him no matter what.
You still are. Nobody ever changed their mind on that.
And then I'm ignoring the Quinn video.
Because you're an Elon Musk dick rider, yes.
Then I watch the Quinn video.
And then don't make a video on it. You don't commentate on it at all. You're still a dick rider, yes.
And now Elon Musk is mad at me. I'm like getting my verification taken away on Twitter.
He's mad at you because you're a dick rider and you stopped riding. Yes, this is all the exact same thought from start to finish. There is not a single contradiction in anything that's being said here.
And it's like, it just doesn't matter what I do.
This is like saying, like, people accused me of being a simp, okay? Just because I happen to cover, okay, the entire cost for dinner for my wife and her boyfriend and her other boyfriend, people say that I'm a fucking simp. And then when I tell my wife, hey, I don't think I'm going to cover your guys' dinner tonight, okay, because I'm out of money and my third job that I'm working to pay for you and all of your boyfriends is too much, people still call me a simp. And then when she gets mad at me and says, no, you have to get a fourth job, and then I work that fourth job and I pay for it, people are still calling me a simp. Like, I can't win. Yeah, no shit. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what part of this is you not being a dick rider?
I think your video was pretty mild. Yeah, I tried to do that. It's crazy to me. He accuses you to be under some boot while you covered him negatively, basically on the most powerful people on earth. Well, sure. Well, anyway, this is my life, okay? So, initially, I'm an Elon Musk dick rider, and I'll defend him no matter what. And then I'm ignoring the Quinn video. Then I watch the Quinn video. And now Elon Musk is mad at me. I'm like getting my verification taken away on Twitter. And it's like, it just doesn't matter what I do.
Like, all of that was simp behavior. Why would you, like, he's saying then, and then, and then. All of this was simp behavior.
People are going to have something to say about it. You know what I mean? That's just it. I think your take on the mental state of Elon after this. I mean,
what's he going to say? Elon is probably just very stressed because he takes so much for us, for America. He's probably under so much stress running all these companies, single-handedly building spaceships and satellites and everything. He's probably so stressed, man. I get it. It's a lot of people coming at him for everything, and I just added to that stress. I should be making my boyfriend's life easier, not harder. I know what I did. I'm sorry. I don't know. Okay, let's see.
What's your take on the mental state of Elon after this? I mean, I've been so embarrassed to be in public, world's worst person. Am I overthinking it? I think that he just doesn't give a shit, and he says whatever he thinks in the moment, and that's basically about it.
Okay, okay. Okay.
I mean,
he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit, but he's been tweeting about this all morning and yesterday, I think. He's been tweeting about this for days. The guy who pays people to smurf on accounts, the guy who is trying so hard to tell everybody, you know what? Could this be a national security risk? I want Elon investigated. What if people actually believed that Elon was a rank 2 ladder hero and we find out that the booster for his account is Russian and that booster says, listen, if you don't turn off the satellites over Ukraine, I'm going to go to the media and I'm going to tell everybody that I boosted your account. This could be a national security risk. I think we need records in Congress over how well Elon Musk can play video games. I think that we need to have Elon Musk in a congressional hearing demonstrating his skills. I want to see how fast Elon Musk can do a 100% speed run of Mario 64. I think the public deserves to know. I want to see if Elon Musk can clear all of the, what do they call them in Path of Exile? Is it your Ubers? What are the weird dungeons you clear to get your fucking bullshit? I don't even remember. I want to see him do it. I want to see him do it. I want to see Elon. Can he do the BXR? Can he sword dash? I need to see this. Can he bunny hop? He said he was one of the best Quake players in the world. I want to see him bunny hop on Quake. I want to see if he can do it. I bet he couldn't do any of it. And I want it to be in Congress, in front of the world, in a public hearing. I want him to be humiliated when he can't do it. And then I'll feel safe.
that's just like, I don't know. Yeah, that's, I guess I've grown up with a lot of people like that. It's just pretty normal to me. Yeah. What's your...
It's pretty normal? What? Actually, yeah, fuck. Oh, you stole it from me. I bet AOC, because she got up to silver or something. Did she ever make it to Golden League? I bet AOC is a better gamer than Elon Musk. I said it.
People want me to go full nuclear about it. I don't think that it's necessary to do that. I don't want to create drama. As I said before, you know, maybe I want to go to SpaceX one day. I think that'd be really cool. If I could go live stream one of the rocket launches, that'd be great.
Like, I don't understand how he can just get away with this. Like, it's just like blatant partisan bullshit. And it's like, this is actually, would you say oligarchical or capitalist owner control of media and the government, right? The richest man in the world, who owns the social media platform that I post on, is also just so happens to be the owner of the private company that now gets contracts from the U.S. government to launch spaceships. And so maybe I want to be nice to that guy so I can gain favorable access to his other company. Like, this is literally, whatever you think lobbyists or oligarchs might do or whatever, oligarchs are worse. I need to stop using that word. We're not at the oligarch point yet. But like, this is literally the type of behavior that you would be concerned about. Like, I don't want to give disfavorable coverage to a guy. Also, this is over something incredibly inconsequential, right? This is over something incredibly inconsequential. If Asmon won't even be critical of Elon Musk clearly being a dogshit fake fuck gamer, how could you ever expect him to be critical of Elon Musk when he actually fucks up, when he actually does something really bad? Will he not cover that for the same reason?
Said before, you know, maybe I want to go to SpaceX one day. I think that'd be really cool. If I could go live stream one of the rocket launches, that'd be great. So no, I don't want to go and start a bunch of drama and burn a bridge. Absolutely not. Why would I do that?
I don't want to start a bunch of drama and burn a bridge. Well, Elon burned the bridge and then rebuilt it out of AsmonGolds tears. And Elon started the drama by faking an account. Why would you do this? Asmon is a fucking Twitch live streamer, not an NBC Nightly News host, so stop expecting him to act like some journalist delivering. What do you mean? AsmonGolds is the largest politics streamer on Twitch. I think it's okay to criticize him here when he's getting into direct confrontations with one of the largest media company owners in the United States and the richest man in the world. I think it's totally fair to be critical of this.
Why would I do that? It makes no sense. A lot of people...
This is also one of the reasons why, to make everything about me, one of the reasons why I'm like on an island so much. Like, I guess, like, I wouldn't say I have fuck you money. Billionaires do, okay? But like, there's a thing I've been reading a lot on Twitter, like, why would you have fuck you money and then not say fuck you when you can, right? But I can afford a lot of independence. I don't need other communities to support me. I don't need other networks or whatever bullshit. I don't need that, right? I don't have fuck you money, but I can enjoy a lot of independence. But if I'm the only one that ever does it, then what the fuck is the point? Like, this would be a time where, and AsmonGold and I are not politically aligned at all, because I'm not a far-right authoritarian dick suck, okay? We're not aligned at all politically, but like, if there was ever a time, like, nobody has any spine or backbone. AsmonGold is, I imagine AsmonGold is wealthier than I am, potentially much wealthier. I don't know how he manages his money or what his other revenue streams are. No, with his YouTube, he absolutely is. This is an eight-figure net worth guy. He must be, would be my assumption. Must be. How are you, like, have a spine? Just have like the smallest spine. Because keep in mind the type of training that we're seeing here, right? What is the message that we send here? There's a reason why Donald Trump calls people out in his posts and puts names in parentheses and everything. They do this for a particular reason. The reason why they do this is because they know it's a signal to you need to fall in line or else I'm going to destroy you, right? And you're reinforcing the behavior. Like, imagine if AsmonGold comes out here and is like, sorry, fuck Elon, this is bullshit, right? And maybe more people do because now they feel emboldened or encouraged because they see a bigger streamer doing it, so they feel a little bit more comfortable being critical of him. Maybe that sends a message to Elon saying like, well, okay, fuck. I can't just come down on everybody and like, you know, take away their check mark and do everything. I can't just come down on every single person like that, right? Because obviously it's going to be... it's not working for me. But now he's like reinforcing the behavior. Like, if you're Elon, okay, well, you just like do this over and over and over again. Like, Elon is correct in his enforcement here of his platform and his ideology and his, I guess, like reputation by bullying other people, by leveraging the power he has, because he's getting rewarded for it. So he should continue to do this. If you're Elon, you would be smart to continue to act this way. So I don't know. It's just fucking annoying. But what is this?
People are mad at Tarkov. Now I have to be mad at Tarkov, or
Why is this?
else people will think I'm a dick rider, which I am, but only during the good times. I don't ride dick during the bad times. What will I stream now? The Tarkov audience is fickle. They only watch the games that incorporate a certain amount of misery into the gameplay itself. My options are limited. I could play Gray Zone. This is milquetoast dog shit.
Okay. I'm assuming that related to what we were going over. For AsmonGold to say fuck Elon, it would mean admitting that his conservative ideology is fucked, which he won't do. Yeah, I know, but it's annoying because AsmonGold doesn't identify as a conservative, and I don't even know if his audience does. AsmonGold always identifies as a dispassionate, centrist observer of everything. I'm going to start labeling myself as a centrist. Me, I don't have a political leaning at all. I'm just a straight centrist. That's it. Like, it's such bullshit that they can all get away with labeling themselves this way. Destiny, a bit critical here. What?
I would assume that since I am not following him either right now, I would assume that he soft blocked me, which means that he probably blocked me and then unblocked me, which made it to where I don't follow him, and he also doesn't follow me. Now, I will have to tell you that the last time that happened to me was with an angry ex-girlfriend.
Okay, good, epic man.
Straight up political journalists reach out to me because they're like, hey, do you know this Quinn guy? I'm not even kidding. I've had people reach out to me so I can put them in.
Oh, I bet Hassan. I'm wondering what he's going to say here. I bet Hassan is going to say he probably cockblocks Quinn from all these connections because he doesn't like Quinn because Quinn either said nice things about me or Quinn said mean things about Hassan. I don't remember, but let's see what he says. Maybe I'm totally right.
Contact with Quinn. Now, if Quinn wants to, he followed me recently and I followed him back just now. And I DM'd him. I was like, if you want, I can put you in contact with some of these people if you want to go and talk about this in mainstream news. At least. But it is so funny to me that this investigative reporting from Quinn is causing so many fissures. Ryan Grimm reached out directly to me. He was like, hey man, so are you friends with this Quinn guy? He's in your space. I would love to have him on the broadcast. Like, can you imagine?
I saw Ryan tweeting at, didn't Ryan just tweet at Quinn? I thought I saw that.
It's incredible, dude.
You forgot the clout? I thought Quinn only has like, isn't it like 2,000 to 5,000 viewers? How many viewers does Quinn get? 15K? Oh shit. Am I mixing him up with somebody else? Oh, never mind. Oh shit. I'm mixing him up with another PoE guy. He's up good now with PoE 2. Oh, maybe I'm.
Games. And one.
Brian tweeted at him. Oh my god, dude. Are you serious?
Telling us that we had an anomaly with that upper stage. So we were just coming up to the end of that ascent burn for the ship.
You lost
when
all.
We stopped when we started to lose a couple of the engines. We saw those dropping out, and then we did lose telemetry from the ship. So that means we didn't have contact with it. So at this point, we are assuming that the ship has been lost.
Things are good so far.
What is this? Okay, what is it? Well, okay, just quick derailment.
Guy, I'm not even kidding. I've had people reach out to me so I can put them in contact with Quinn. Now, if Quinn wants to, he followed me recently and I followed him back just now. And I DM'd him. I was like, if you want, I can put you in contact with some of these people if you want to go and talk about this in mainstream news. But It is so funny to me that this story.
Wait, are we implying that Ryan Grimm and Breaking Points? Wait, did they do Breaking Points? That's one of the shows he's on, right? Is that mainstream news? Is that
this investigative reporting from
bringing gamers together, bro? It's bringing gamers together, bro. Straight up strong. Yeah, I've had people DMing me as well, which is like. But it also, you know what it seems like? It's another world. It's another world, and they're all like hardcore politicized as fuck. True. And ultimately, I'm not in that world, and I don't know if I want to be in that world. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just, ultimately in another world. At the end of the day, I could legitimately go on a tour right now. When I say tour, like 3 or 4 podcasts, I could go to like 3 or 4 like event things. But I believe one of them may have actually been on like actual just normal regular television, and just be like, Elon Musk bad, guys. Elon Musk bad. Elon Musk. But I mean, I could just tweet that, bro. I could just tweet Elon Musk bad. What do you like? Really, it's like he keeps making a clown of himself. I don't need to do anything. Look what he did this morning with the whole AsmonGolds situation. Like he's doing it himself. He don't need someone to come on there and say Elon Musk bad, right? They can just point at what he's doing and be like, yo.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know 100% what Quinn's politics are. I feel like I've heard him go back and forth. He might literally be like a non-political person, not like conservatives say they are when they say, oh, I'm not political, and they're all super political. But in a way, this is like kind of one of the problems, right? Where Quinn made a video. It's pretty obvious Elon is in the wrong, and he did a bad thing. It was stupid. But like Quinn is just like a gamer he covered, but he doesn't like care much. But if Quinn was like a more political person or like a podcaster or a fucking comedian or whatever, he would be making like all the fucking rounds if it was shitting on. If he was like a different type of, like it's just another annoying kind of thing. This isn't Quinn's fault at all, but the right is just so good at being political about everything. People keep linking this bullshit about Elon Musk and his horrible dog shit Elden Ring build. I don't care about this. If he's bad at games, there's nothing wrong with him being bad at games. And there's nothing wrong with him tweeting like cringe shitty like Elden Ring or Dark Souls builds out. Like everybody sucks at that game on the average, right? You watch streamers play and hardcore people play on fucking wiki guides and YouTube guides or whatever. But like being bad at this is fine. It's whatever. The average person is not that great at video games. It's the fact that he pretends that he's a fucking pro. The fact that he told Lex, did we watch this on stream or was this off stream? Oh wait, actually it might have literally been in Quinn's tweet.
Time of playing video games. At one point I was, maybe one of the best Quake players in the world.
You're actually like a world-class, incredible video game player.
Yeah.
Paragon.
This is not true. Elon was never a world-class Quake player. He was never good at Quake. That is not true. He's fucking lying about this. I don't even think he can name more than one weapon. I don't know if he can name a single weapon on Quake. He was never, I think he probably played casually. I think there's a guy called Thresh who said like, oh yeah, I think he played in lanes with us sometimes. But he just lies about everything. Everything. Thresh is apparently the only guy that has said anything publicly about playing with him. Is it true that you played against a young Elon Musk? Can you describe the circumstances? Was he any good? It was Quake at the time. It was server-based play. These were largely self-hosted servers. There wasn't a central matchmaking service. You would just log into servers that were close to you because latency and lag and ping were very big deals. Probably the most popular West Coast server was hosted at Stanford by a bunch of grad students. I still remember its IP, kitty1.stanford.edu. It was hosted on the Stanford backbone internet fiber, so it was just blazing fast. So everyone that was in California played on Kitty 1. It was essentially the entire scene. So I used to play there, obviously, and Elon used to play there. He was running a company called Zip2 at the time, so his username was Zip2. So I played against him many, many times. Was he any good? He was okay. I know he claimed that he was one of the top players. He was definitely not one of the top players. I can confirm that he was a very active Quake player. I saw him a lot. He was on a decent team. He's a legit gamer. But like, I think this is the only guy who's ever like confirmed even having played with Elon. It's just so cringe. God, I fucking hate him. Oh, wait, hold on. Final meme. Holy shit. Wait, 133 into this video, he talks about his Quake days.
If a game is really like super hard, it kind of forces you to concentrate.
I have a recording in DMs with Elon Musk that might shed some light in the situation.
There's no way he played that account. Like, I'm sorry. I think he bought the account or somebody played it for him. 100%.
I just want you guys to understand, this is one of the highest level hardcore characters in the game. He would have played thousands of maps at this.
This guy is a top Musk meat muncher. He's not going to defend the Path of Exile 2 gameplay, is he?
Just ran past Kazobs. He just ran past the Kazobs.
Now, what I think is even funnier about this is that it obviously calls into question him playing Diablo 4. D4 was so fucking easy. People couldn't even tell. They're like, oh yeah, is this like a random noob or is this the best player in the world? Like, I don't know. I mean,
In some strange turn of events in the weirdest timeline imaginable, a poor trailer park boy, that's me by the way, ended up playing Diablo 4 with the richest man alive, Elon Musk. As fate would have it, I made a terrible video about a terrible build, and it was an instant hit. I was a part of an elite squad who exclusively played Druid. Not just because we hated ourselves, but also because Rack showed us that if we worked hard enough, we could deal 17 damage someday. And one of those Chads was the man himself, Elon Keanu Reeves Musk. Okay, Google actually says that his middle name is Reeve, but they're both beyond reproach, so it's basically the same thing, right? Right? I don't know how to break this to you guys, but Elon Musk is a fucking nerd. Yes, I know it's hard to believe that a guy who builds rockets and jumps like this might be a sweaty gamer, but I'll let you listen to our conversation and decide for yourself.
It's not a super long-term career being a pro gamer. I was semi-pro back in ancient times with Play.
Okay, gamers do this stupid thing where gamers assume that everybody's a gamer. Like, people back in the day when we did StarCraft literally assumed that if you go to South Korea and you're like good at StarCraft, that like girls will suck your dick. If you were a really good StarCraft player, like one of the best in the world, and you go to South Korea, if you were one of the top gamers in the world, girls would still think you're a fucking loser. Nobody cares. You're a fucking nerd. You're a video game nerd, okay? Now, today, nerd culture has gotten bigger, but nerd culture is not necessarily gamer culture. Every single, like, dev is not a fucking gamer. Like, if you go to fucking Facebook or Amazon or any of these, like, big coding, and you go in, you're like, oh, what's up? All these devs or whatever. Like, you guys are all, like, huge gamers, right? Like, oh, I bet you all fucking play games. Like, there are a lot of devs who are just like, no, I don't fucking play games. That's fucking loser shit, right? They might be like into like internet culture or whatever, but they're not necessarily like, just because a guy is an engineer or like a programmer or a developer, like doesn't mean that he's a hardcore fucking gamer. Like,
but Elon Musk is a fucking nerd. Yes, I know it's hard to believe that a guy who builds rockets and jumps like this might be a sweaty gamer, but I'll let you listen to our conversation and decide for yourself.
It's not a super long-term career being a pro gamer. I was semi-pro back in ancient times with Play. So I actually made money in like had the first paid tournament in the US.
Nice.
And we came second. We would come first, except I was the second best guy on the team. Best guy on the team's computer crashed halfway through the game, so we came second in the end. But I put ridiculous amounts of time to Quake.
Like, there should be, if that's true, there should be like a log or something. Can somebody post like a record of this tourney win? If it was like the first tournament ever for Quake, this must be archived somewhere, right? Now, maybe there's not like a VOD available of it, but...
And my company's going bankrupt, so I stopped playing. But I play games just to kind of like, if it's a hard game, I'm forced to concentrate. Yep. And then it quiets the demons in my mind, killing the demons in the game.
Quiets the demons in my mind. It's just the guy who uses ketamine to... Kill me, bro. Okay, wait. We're gonna go through more of this. I need to go through like a days of my Israeli shit too. I was gonna do that today. Fuck! Hold on, I'll be right back. I was like... Wait, hold on. I saw a fucking retard post in Kick Chat. I find it a bit hypocritical that you rag on Elon for his ketamine use, which has been proven to work on depression, while using medication to handle your ADHD. So, number one, I don't believe that ketamine has been proven. I'm pretty sure all of this is still in trials. I don't know if there's like strong proof for that. Number one. Number two, you can absolutely abuse amphetamines. You can also abuse ketamine, and you can use either one responsibly. Elon's answer to the question of, do you abuse your ketamine was probably not, or I don't think I do, which is a really weird answer to give if you're on a prescription drug. It's very easy to say like, oh no, I just take what my doctor tells me. That's like an abuser answer, okay? That's a weird fucking answer. Maybe he doesn't, but he's very cagey about it, and he's very fucking weird today. And some people live a life otherwise, but who knows? But, you know, just saying. Also, suck my dick.